Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about today is empty store shelves. Yeah. Have you checked out the grocery stores and the shelves lately? You may have missed a few things if you order everything online and you go pick it up, or you have things delivered or whatever the case may be. It seems it's been getting harder to purchase certain items. And some of these items are things that we all need. I'm sure you remember the toilet paper shortage, the Clorox wipes shortage, the hand sanitizer shortage. Much of that was due to the effects of the pandemic. Well, the challenges now relate more to supply chain issues, including, like the blocked shipping lanes. And it doesn't help that we now have shipping container barges smacking into bridges and related shipping costs going up. And there's also the production of labor shortages, strikes in some industries, and challenges of new regulations in the trucking industry. Well, hand sanitizer is now overflowing on the shelves. Toilet paper is more accessible, and I can get Lysol wipes and sprays, but I still prefer to use my Force of Nature cleaner more anyway. But I'm grateful for what I can get these days. But here we are, it's 2024. Yay. The prices are higher. Shelves are still not fully stocked at most grocery stores. Weather conditions can make a real difference in the supply challenge of various food products. We're dealing with wildfires and floods, severe weather throughout America, and they are affecting our crumbling electrical grid, causing power failures and dangerous blackout conditions, hindering production and prompting food shortages. Some days, though, the shelves are worse for food items that you may need. And if the item that you want is there, the price tag shows higher amounts. And I hope that you can fill your cart with the items that you need, because lately, if I do go to a brick and mortar store, I come home extremely frustrated. Yes, I was happy to see that they actually had Vienna fingers stocked the other day. Yeah, because that's my favorite cookie. Anyway, I didn't buy any, but I was very tempted. But some families depend on like ramen type noodles, and these shelves were not empty, but there were slim pickings for the many offerings. During times of emergencies, popular items and particularly affordable backup food supplies are sold out. I have noticed the area where like the soups are was a little more full on the shelves and less than others. And I guess because down here the weather's getting warmer and not a lot of people are buying soups. The cans were pulled forward, they were fronted, so it appears that the shelves had more inventory that they did. But thank goodness for ketchup, because I need it for making my barbecue sauce and for spreading it on hamburgers as well. And the shelves were not empty, but some rows were only one row deep. Now that the kids have moved out independently, I tend to buy smaller containers of mayo or Miracle Whip, but I do have a tendency to make my own homemade mayo. I'm having difficulty getting real mayonnaise and not that light stuff in the small jars. I caved and bought the light. Yum. And it's hard to gag it down, honestly. I sure hope they get the real mayonnaise back in stock soon, because the homemade mayonnaise only lasts 2 weeks in the fridge. But mango habanero salsa is my all-time favorite condiment. The jars of salsa were sparse, I will say that, but acceptable for those needing to stock up on their favorite salsa jars. But if anybody has a really good recipe for mango habanero salsa, please email me. Okay. I walked over to see what those two shelves where spam normally is. There was no spam in the store. Not that I actually care, but I wanted to let you guys know they had plenty of tuna and canned chicken and canned ham. so life is good for sandwiches or casseroles. But the dry beans were scarce, I will say that. The canned beans on the shelves, that concerned me. Yes, I buy dry beans all the time, but I still love to have a case or two of my favorite ready to eat canned beans. Several people have mentioned lately that they only buy fresh or frozen veg, not the canned version. And I get it, believe me, I get it, but we need to stockpile the canned food that we will eat. It could be supplies of beans, olives, tomato pastes, green chilies, sauces, or canned soups. I cook from scratch, kids, okay? But I still need my pantry stocked for the do not touch pantry, for the emergency only pantry, right on? So please stock up, my friends, okay? It can be home canned food or store bought food. Just please do it, because no one knows but the man upstairs on what's actually coming. So the pasta aisle seemed better stocked than when I last visited the grocery store. However, it did appear to be limited regarding spaghetti sauce choices. I never ever buy already jarred spaghetti sauce. I only make my own. But I do love having like 8 to 10 cans or jars, really, of Alfredo, because my grandson Giovanni loves Alfredo sauce. There are very few choices of canned veg, but hopefully enough for like 1 or 2 cans of your favorite ones. I noticed a lot of case lot sales starting this weekend. You might want to check out like Kroger related store for saving on the tasty survival foods that you're going to need. We specifically walked down the peanut butter aisle as well. The jams and jellies were fully stocked, but the peanut butter shelves, they were not as well stocked. But I know that you, as well as I, make our own jams and jellies. But what I'm going to start doing is stocking up on powdered peanut butter. Yeah. But again, I really only buy the smaller jars of peanut butter. The 16-ounce size is just right for me and Sean. But I only buy the roasted honey. Um, it's by Peter Pan. It's roasted honey or something like that, peanut butter. But the other stuff, the one that is okay for the dogs for when I make their treats, I buy that in the bigger jars. But walking down the baking aisle, I was looking for yeast because I like to have a good supply of yeast for when I do the breads. The shelves were full of different kinds of flours because I'm starting to look now at gluten free for my nephew Gavin. Sugar was in short supply, I will say that. But then again, I buy the big, um, like the 30-pound bags of sugar. They were out of the smaller, like 10-pound bags. I saw plenty of like baking soda, baking powder, stuff like that. Plenty of the sweeteners, but regular like 10-pound bags of sugar out. But I did get another like 30-pound bag of sugar. So I wanted to let you guys know what I have been seeing while shopping. Okay. But then again, this is like the first time I've actually been to a brick and mortar store in a long time. Yeah, wasn't really happy with what I saw. But then again, you know, it's just a little ridiculous. But anyway, all right, guys, that's all for this video. Okay. I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping. And as always, fearless. Ciao.